Hi everybody, today's reading is going to be on why are you so stuck on this person. So if you'd like to choose a pile, we'll get straight into it. This is pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3. I'll give you a moment. Okay, let's get started with pile number 1. Why are you so stuck on this person? We've got 2 cards from the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Kranz. Sorry, I'm speaking to the floor there. It's on the floor. Why are you so stuck on this person? Right, your cards are, you've got the Father here and you've got Unseen. So let's have a put out your spread and see how they fit in. Why are you so stuck on this person? Nine of Cups, Chariot. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go through it bit by bit so that it makes sense to me as I'm doing it. But my first thoughts pulling the cards out was I just got a sort of a inner searching inside yourself. So that's why you're so drawn to this person, because they bring something out in you that makes you delve into yourself. And these 2 cards here, the Father is normally something that's played out with your father in your life. You are carrying and almost playing out a certain situation with this person. Whether your father was absent or whether they were really good at being a father and always there and always giving and kind, you not obviously, but you possibly could be seeing that in the other person. So you're almost recreating either that drama or that comfort, depends whether it's positive or negative. We'll go through the cards bit by bit and see. The Unseen here is, my thoughts with the Unseen is that when this person, before you saw them or you met them, or even when you're with them, it's almost as if it was meant to be. You might have had that moment of recognition when you first saw them, as if you knew them from before. You might have dreamt about them before you saw them. There's almost like some sort of psychic link there. So inside you there's this feeling of a deep yearning and recognition of this person, as if they fit into your family or some family drama. And there's also some feeling of almost like a psychic bond with them. Let's go through the cards. Let's read it slowly and see where these cards fit in with why you're drawn to this person. So your first card is, which is the basis for your relationship and how you see this person, is just a card of feeling. This person makes you feel good. They make you feel recognised. They make you feel loved. They just make you feel as if life is fun again, as if you've got everything. Emotionally, you just feel fulfilled. So this is making me feel right from the start that maybe your father was a positive influence in your life and you see this in this other person. I mean, your father could have been somebody who took you out and did things. You might have met quite a fiery person, or your father could have been somebody who was quite emotionally comforting, and this is what you see. But either way, it feels nice and it feels good. And there's also a feeling of there's not total ease with this relationship. It's almost as if you have to pull parts of you together to move forward with this person, which you might have had to do with your dad as well. And you might have got messages from your dream life or from meditating that almost helps you pull yourself together. For instance, if your father was different from your normal personality, but you got on well, there would be some way that you would have to bring these 2 things together in your life to move forward. For an example could be possibly maybe your dad was did not agree with something that maybe you studied or some interest that you had, and he could have slightly this is coming straight off my mind here, not really, because it's my dad. He could have sort of said, oh, you know, what you're doing that for, or that's a little rubbish, why are you wasting your time? But there could have been this bond, or perhaps you went out and did things together, or perhaps he was funny, you know, perhaps he was good spirited, and that's where you connected. So there's two things, still things you're sort of weighing up and putting together there. Now, in the past, with this person, there has been some sort of disruption where you have had to rethink and rethink, and you might have had this sort of dawning of recognizing that familiar pattern that you may have carried out in your childhood, or something that might have happened. You probably have broken up, which has caused you to turn inwards and to look at yourself. Now, the situation at the moment probably isn't quite as ironed out as it should be. There are still some sort of thoughts, and it's almost like a dreamy energy. This card here makes me think that, and this card here, so this is like in the past, and this is you basically going inward over something that's ended. Probably your relationship, or some part of the relationship that's ended. And this is you at the moment. You've got the Hermit behind you, where you're really sort of going inward and thinking and trying to find meaning behind everything. And in front of you, or at the moment, this is what's sort of crowning you at the moment, is the Moon, which is very creative, once again a very feminine energy where you are going inwards. And combined with these two cards here, with the Unseen, is obviously some sort of psychic phenomena going on inside you at the moment. A real, especially if you're on your own, there's a real sort of almost like an awakening. And this has got to do with your relationship. You're getting messages or insights in your relationship that you probably haven't had before. And I've got a funny feeling that these insights may want you to move forward with this person in an almost organised and assertive way. So it could be something practical, it could be something business-like. Because you've got the Chariot here, which is basically, it's a forward moving, it's quite masculine. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is like a new financial beginning or a new material beginning. So this could be work-based, it could be buying a house together, just something practical that you two want to do together. And all this past energy of thinking, you know, and it's really, really nice, because you need to look inside before you move forward, or we're all like headless chickens. So you have a much more clear vision of where you want to go with this person. In the past, with this energy behind, with the fact that you've had to go inward and the fact that something's ended, this card here, which is you, makes me think that you may have cut your feelings off and basically withdrawn into yourself quite a lot. These are withdrawals. You've withdrawn from the situation. But what has happened while you've withdrawn, it's almost given you like this karmic feel that this is where you need to be going with this person. You've recognised this person as being something that's connected to you. If you are into astrology, it'd be really interesting to overlay your astrology charts with your father's on the outside and with your boyfriends or girlfriends on the outside of that, and to see where the connections are, because I bet you there's some overlying synastry there, where this person clicks off bits in your chart that your dad used to. I'm not saying negatively, probably positively, because this is not a negative spread at all. So what you're doing at the moment, after you've had this period of going inward and thinking and basically realising where you want to go, at the moment you are probably just waiting, almost as if you're ready to spring off to what you want to do next with this person. And it's sort of practical. It's not the dreamy sort of energy that's waiting to go forward. You are going to move forward with this person, and it is definitely going to be in some sort of material sense, something that you're going to bring down to earth rather than just in your head or just in your creative imagination. And this is going to end up with some very quick, probably very soon, communication with this person. So they might contact you. I don't really know what type of contact, but it will be fast, it will be fast moving, and it will be, there is a real sort of stagnation that is behind you, moving on to movement and exchange of communication and excitement, and that's what's coming into your life. But what you have been through here has really, really helped you. It's something you needed to go through. So you have gone through past issues which your parents are such a huge, huge influence on you. You carry them around with you. Your sun sign, you carry your dad around with you everywhere, and that's how you learn to express yourself. All the bits you didn't like about your father, oh dear, oh dear, you need to pull out of yourself and work on so that you basically like yourself. And the same with your mother, with your moon sign. So that this man or this woman that you have seen, that you have found, has helped you do that, but it has probably been painful in the past. So you have had, and you have always got your internal self. You've got your sort of compass, your internal compass, which you have used very well to know what to do next. And now it's the time to come out of that inward looking and to move forward. And that's what's going to happen with you. This person or you are going to move forward and get out of this stagnation and communicate, and it's going to be something that you can build together. So good luck with that. Well, I'm going to finish it there because that's a nice spread. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it and you want some more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Pile number 1. Right, pile number 2. Hi, pile number 2. Why are you so stuck on this person? Right. Why are you so stuck on this person? You've got my lovely skanky Rider-Waite tarot cards, which I think I've had for, I don't know, 35 years, I think. My first pack. Much loved, more than any other pack. Okay, so why are you so stuck on this person? Now the cards that I chose for pile number 2, you've got the riddle and you've got the flame. Now the flame is something that is inside you, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to deal you first. Okay. Yes, that's why I shut up. Okay. Right, the flame I was just about to say before I did this pack is something that burns inside you. It's your spirit, and it's like fiery. I can be quite obsessed with this. I think when my little girl was young, because I can remember watching Nanny McPhee, and the woman's name was Agnes or something. I know this is called, the flame's called Agni, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but I remember thinking I couldn't actually call my child Agnes, although I do like old-fashioned names. So this is just something that burns inside you. It's something that makes you get up in the morning. It makes you excited, and it makes you want to live your life in the fastest, most exciting way possible. It is spirit. When somebody walks into a room, or you meet somebody and you say they've got a lot of spirit, I mean, what more could you want? You are filled with what you're meant to be filled with. When you're poorly, that feeling when you've got flu, perhaps we're not to talk about that at the moment, but when you've got flu and you feel wiped out, you have none of this inside you. That is what you feel like. So you want as much as this as possible. This is something that you thrive on, and this is something that your person probably has as well, or this you can see this in your person, and that's why you want them. Now this card here, the riddle, is, I'll explain that with this in a minute, is the reason I shut myself up before I started dealing, because these two cards together just make me think of fire energy. The riddle is when you should not be so bogged down by details, where you need to be passionate, where you need to look forward to things, and where, to me, it's fire signs. These two are fire signs. Fire signs don't like detail. They've got no time for pettiness, small-mindedness, gossip. This person in your life who you are attracted to, and you probably got this in yourself as well, is probably quite a feisty person, probably quite fun, and you feel as if your energy matches, or you want it to match if you don't feel that yet. You want to be the same as them, or you probably both recognise that in each other. You are both larger than life. You are both looking for a reason. It's almost like these archetype cards. It's almost like the hero who wants their life to be big. I often think when this card here is a Leo, when you see a Leo, and they can be, slightly pompous and all those negative things, a Leo, but you just love the fact you could forgive a Leo anything because you know they see life as a drama. So your person might actually be a Leo, and you know that they just enjoy life and they're just open and loving and, in the best qualities. So your person might actually be fiery. So that might be why you're stuck on them, because you recognise that in them. So, right, okay, let's get to your cards. The situation at the moment is things are, looking at the cards here, things are moving forward fast. Things are getting better for you. You feel as if you're with the right person, or you're attracted to the right person, and this person has come into your life almost with a bang, and you probably have this feeling of being re-energized. So this is like fast movement. This is like somebody really coming in quick. And if you're looking for this energy, and this person embodies this energy, it's really passionate, it's exciting, and you've got no time for details or boring bits. You are looking for fun. Yet this card here, the basis of your relationship, once again, is movement, it's heat, it's fast, it's passion, it's excitement, it's living life to its fullest. But this is also combined with something that's very slow moving and practical. So this person might have come into your life, but with these energies which don't seem to match each other, it's almost as if they've come in and then they've had to go out again, or you can't actually get to them as much as you want to. You're feeling excitement when you're with this person. They make you feel as if life's fun, as if you're a kid again, but you can't actually get going with them. And something has happened at this moment. Maybe the fact that they're in or out, you can't get together. Something in your relationship means you can't get together. It's almost as if you possibly could be tied to somebody else, they could be tied to somebody else, or there's something financial that you can't get together, and which is causing you almost to feel like anxious or even slightly obsessed. Like, not obsessed as in like obsessed, but obsessed in your thoughts are repetitive. So here it's like anxiety, which is crowning the passion that you're feeling at the moment. It's almost like anxiety. The opposite from this, probably the emotional state that you're in at the moment is opposite from what you're really looking for. You are probably quite feisty yourself. You don't like to ruminate over small things, but at the moment you are stuck in that. It's almost as if you're waking up in the night with some obsessive thoughts and something's happened. Could be work related, could be financial, or just a feeling of a strong tie. But in the future, you have got really nice cards, so this is going to move out of the way. And what you've got, your next card in the future almost embodies these two cards here. It is truth, it is summer, it's sunshine, it's openness, it's the Leo card, it's like clarity, it's fun. And that is what you need to do with this person. That's why you're so attracted to them, because you can feel that coming, and it's going to. So you're going to move out, hopefully, of this energy of feeling slightly bound, things moving slowly, too slow for you, even though this person has come in a real nice influence for you. It's almost as if it's like a cold drink on a hot day. This person's changed you. And what is going to happen for you to move forward is that you are going to have to make huge changes in your life. You're going to have to let something go. I have no idea what it is. It could be work, it could be another relationship. That's what probably is causing. You're bound to something at the moment. This person's come in with this beautiful energy, and you feel tied to something else, and you know that's got to move for you to move forward. I've got a funny feeling it could be family. There's something's going to happen with family if you move onto where you feel you want to move, that could cause some sort of upset. Family or joint finances. It's going to be a financial disruption or to do with your family. But what you will end up with in the end will be a mature and loving, open, spontaneous man or woman in your life, which would actually, if you can do it in a gentle and measured way, would be worth the wait. So that, the reason you, to answer the question at the beginning, the reason you are so stuck on this person is because they promise to you something you've been looking for, which is to reignite your passion in life. And this person is going to do that, and this person is going to do it, but they're also going to be very open and very loving. Not a person that hides anything, but at the moment you are quite anxious about something that you have to kill off, or that's quite harsh, you have to move on from to get to where you want to be with this person. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that makes sense to you. If you do get anything from that, or it resonates anyway, can you hit the subscribe button so that you get some more? Nice spread, that one. Somebody is looking for fun and sees the other person. What could you want, eh? Okay, good luck number 2. Okay, number 3. Pile number 3. Okay. Right, now, pile number 3. Why are you stuck on this person? Why are you stuck on this person? Why are you stuck on this person that you have in your mind? What is it that really, really attracts you? So why are you basically looking at tarot card readings? Because there's something about this person that makes you want to find out more. Okay. So why are you stuck on this person? Your 2 cards, your archetypes, courage say it, cards are the tear. So there's something, actually, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to talk about those in a minute. Let me get your cards out so it all dwells in together. Yep. Isn't it funny how the cards seem to fit in with, okay. Okay. Oh, pile number 3. Okay. This is, I think this to me makes me feel, the feeling I get is different from any pack that I've actually put a spread out so far, if that makes sense. There's almost like a softness and a sorrow with putting these cards out. It almost as if you need some comfort, and it's not a negative spread at all, but I'll explain. You've got here, you've got the tear and you've got the vow. There's something, and I'm sort of almost thinking as if it's like a karmic feel, as if you have made a promise to this person. It could be in this lifetime, if you believe in past lifetimes, it could be something carried on, but it's almost like a promise that is really hard to keep. Not that you won't keep it, but it's a promise that you knew was going to be difficult and that it was going to cause you sorrow, but you were dedicated to see yourself through this promise. It's like a vow. It's like a sacred promise. It's like an initiation or a ritual that you have done, possibly through just repeating it or just feeling so strongly that in time and space this has stuck into your reality, and it's something it's going to be really difficult to shake out of. It's like an initiation process, but it's almost, it's causing, it's going to cause you pain in the future, but as if you're steadfast and you've got to go through with it. Let's go through the cards one by one. So this person has come into your life. That's the basis. Somebody has come into your life, probably quite young, as in like 20s, 30s. How old am I? Probably somebody quite logical, somebody quite steady, intellectual, so probably somebody you can converse with quite well. But what this has caused you is for you to almost turn inwards in a way that has made you work on your emotions, or made you, if you aren't an emotional person, you probably are now, With this tear card and this moon card, it's almost like you have been pulled upon to look inside yourself and in some creative way try to work through the situation that you're experiencing at the moment. Like inward work, through meditation, through dreams, through any creative process that calls you to pull upon your unconscious to try and sort things out. There's some promise that you've made that is almost, if you haven't actually physically made this promise, internally you have recognized this promise, and it's coming out in your dreams, it's coming out in the way that you're going to move forward in your mind. And behind you, there has been some sort of traditional situation. It could be a marriage, it could be somewhere you've worked that's quite traditional, or a big building that one of you has walked away from. One of you has emotionally moved on from some sort of traditional situation or traditional relationship, or something that was quite restrictive, something where you were almost living this. If you're quite a conservative person, you're living it through your own values. But if you're not very conservative, you're a little bit more of a liberal person, then you probably were living it for somebody else's values, and it might not have felt right. And one of you has walked away from this situation. I'm thinking it's you. But what this has started now is like a new beginning. In your mind, this is all internal at the moment. In your mind, there's this new beginning. But in order to bring this to life, it's going to be painful. You have got, and I almost think this is internal. These feelings and thoughts and moving away could possibly be internal. This, to me, all these cards here are something, not so much that one, as if you're working out something in your mind, but what's going to come out in your reality is a complete breakthrough, which is going to cause you some upset. It's going to cause a total rehaul of some aspect in your life that you are going to have to stick through some vow or some promise you have made to this person that you are so drawn to. The reason you're drawn to this person is something between you promised to live through together, but it's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. There's going to be a lot of rebuilding yourselves, rebuilding your life. I don't know what this is. I'll keep looking. Could be with children. But it's like a really, really strong karmic feel that you two have to go through something together. And I don't know, I said this in the last part, so I don't want to keep harping on about the same situation, but with the Hierophant together, it's like a traditional relationship you may have to move away from to get into, which is going to be really hard for you to do, and there could be children involved. It could be a work situation that you have to move away from. It's some sort of traditional, orthodox structure that you, is that correct word? That you need to move away from, and it's going to be hard to do that moving because there could be children involved. But there's a strong karmic feel that if you don't do it, you'll always regret it. That's why you're drawn to this person, because there's a really strong karmic feel, and you know this is going to be hard. To explain what I'm trying to say here, all this internal work here, you've got the tear, which is basically thawing of, it's like when you've got sadness inside you, it comes out. And you've got the Tower, so it's going to happen. This is you. So it's that anxiety, it's waking up in the night, it's troubled thoughts. This is everything falling to pieces. And it's through your own doing, and the tear as well. But it's like a strong karmic feel. Now, the positive at the end of this is that at the end of the situation, what will happen is that there's going to be this feeling that what you have done is right, in a gentle way, in a way that you feel content, you feel happy, you feel like you are with the right person or in the right situation that feels good. Probably volcano lava here spreading over. It's that feeling of childhood, when you get together with somebody who you're myself with somebody who just feels good to you. as in it feels right, it feels correct, and it feels emotionally comforting. So, in answer to the question, why are you with this person? It's because in this lifetime you have made. What is going to happen is that you're going to be dragged over hot coals to get where you want to be. But it's like a karmic promise that you almost can't get out of. It's the kind of thing that films are made out of, really. So you're going to have to go through these processes. That's basically everything that you have, that you think you find important and is not needed, is going to fall away. Probably something quite traditional, and you're going to feel as if you're going to feel like you're wading through mud for a period of time, but you have made the right decision. When you get to the end decision, you are going to feel happy, whether you are on your own or whether you are with somebody else. It's where you will feel that inner contentment, as if you are where you need to be. And I don't mean that in a blasé way to make you feel better. You will have worked through what you said you wanted to come here and work through, and you're going to know that you've done it, and that sense of achievement is going to make you feel complete and comforted and correct. So whatever you have promised, you probably know, because you probably know from your dreams what you have promised this person, or what you have both promised each other to come back to do together. It's a very strong karmic feel. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I don't want to repeat myself, but good luck with that. That seems like you're going to swim underwater for a bit, but you will get there. There's things you don't need that are going to move away, and it's time to move on. Okay, if you like that reading, please subscribe so you get another one. And good luck. And thank you for watching. Whoops. Bye.